Hi, I'm John Rampton with Search Engine Journal, here with Amanda DiSilvestro. Did I say that right? Correct. And she's with Higher Visibility. So today we're going to be talking a lot about guest posting, content in general. She's pretty much the content queen, if I've ever met one. So what's going on in that space? It's kind of gotten a little bit of shuffle in the past couple months. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. The hardest part for me is always thinking of new, fresh ideas to come up with, especially I mostly write about SEO and search and things like that. So I always struggle to think of something unique. And I think that what people sometimes don't realize is you have an idea and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is necessarily the best thing out there, but it hasn't been written on. And I think that's what's important.
Okay. So how do you come up with your ideas?
I often try to just kind of go to my favorite blogs and see what's being written about and then look at it and see if I can just take a different angle on that same topic. Even though it could
be... So you poach content is what you're saying.
It could be a completely different topic, but that's just where I get my ideas and that's where I figure out how I can spin something differently. That just like sparks that in my head, I guess. I don't know. So, it's easier than coming up with it out of the blue.
Yeah. So do you write content for clients then as well?
I do a little bit, but I mostly write it for our site. They hired me on to help build links for our site and content and visibility and things like that.
So do you write just on your site or other people's sites as well?
Oh, I write on other people's sites.
Okay, so when you're writing for those sites, do you try and think of them in mind, or do you think of you in mind, or what works the best?
I always think of the other site in mind. So what I love the most is when I go to another site and they talk to me before I write an article, or a lot of times like I'll reach out to a site and I'll get ignored, and then I'll write something on my own that I think would be good, and then I send it and see if maybe that will get their attention. But it's best if they'll just talk to me right away so that we can figure out the perfect topic together, and then I can make sure that what I'm writing is good for their site. Okay, so tell us about Google authorship. Is that what's important there? What do people need to do? It's Googleship's so important, and it can be overwhelming at first, but once you really like break it down, it's really not that hard, I don't think. But it's up to you, and it's also up to the site. So you want to make sure that the site has authorship installed, and so if they don't, maybe you tell them the benefits of it. Yeah. Or write an article about that and see if they'll post it. Okay. So where do you pitch your content going in the next year? I'm hoping I keep trying to get on bigger and bigger sites and become more of a regular contributor as opposed to just randomly little sites, different variety, which is good. But I like to be, once a week, this is my day, this is my time. Yeah. And that's what I do on Search Engine Journal, and so that works out really well. Well, we thank you very much for the post. That's what I hope for. Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for the time. And hey, if you guys have any content questions for Amanda or myself, put them in the comments below and we'll respond to them. Thanks.